All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Thursday, April 6th, 2022. I could have sworn that I just went up there and put that on there. But no, got pretty decent slate of games going on today. You got the Masters going on, which one of the picks I gave out yesterday on the Masters is in second right now.
I can tell that I haven't followed golf in a while because I know none of those names. Not a one of them.
Yeah, Hovland got off to a great start. He
I
was
don't-
in the same group as Tiger Woods, and
Not even.
he eagled the second hole of the day to jump out to 2 under, and he's been in the lead ever since.
Yeah, I don't know any of these guys, Chris.
But yeah, John Rahm is on. He's on the 18th, and he's at 6 under, 1 under. Him and Justin Thomas was the two I mentioned yesterday. But yeah, Hovland's playing real well, and you can still get Hovland at plus 1,000 right now.
But you got a lot of you got some big names playing over in the other one now.
Oh no, them guys get to play in the Masters.
Oh, they are playing
the ones if you qualified for the Masters or whatever, you still get to play in the Masters even if you're in Live.
Okay, because I knew some big names.
Oh yeah, they're playing. This is one of the first times that they're all playing together since that. Because I know a lot of the radio people was hoping that last night was hoping we get some fireworks today with the players arguing a little bit and stuff. I'm thinking this is golf, guys. This isn't football or basketball or hell even baseball anymore. How's it going, Glenn? Let's see, you said Pacers got beat last night, didn't they?
Yeah, they've scored 129 points and still lost by like 13 or something. Until they improve their defense, they're not going. I don't care what they do. They've got to get better on defense. They've got enough scoring now, it seems, but they got to get better on defense
and rebounding as well.
Kind of goes hand in hand. Yeah. I mean, I agree.
We get killed a lot where we give a team second chances.
And even though Turner's had the year that he had, that's one thing I liked about Sabonis. I think Sabonis was a better rebounder than Turner. A little more physical. Not the blocker. I think as good or better defender. But
and Justin Thomas, the other pick I gave out is 2 under.
So I know him. I know him. I know Thomas.
He was the other guy I gave out, and he's 2 under. He's on 7th. So both guys are up there in the top 7 after. Well, yeah, they're going to finish top 7, but Rahm's putting for birdie right here to be in the co-lead. Okay, there we go. But all right, well, we didn't have a show yesterday, so had some things happen. We didn't get to have a show yesterday, so there's no can't tell you how I done yesterday. I had picks ready, but I haven't checked them to see how they would have done.
I had picks ready. I'd have went 3-3.
But I haven't even checked them to see how they would have done. Get this pulled up here. Got a few, but only got a couple baseball games really, because most of them were played during the day today, and then you had 4 or 5 of them get postponed due to the weather.
There was mostly day games yesterday too.
Yeah, there was a lot of day games. Yeah, there's a bunch today too, because I think there's just a couple games that haven't started yet.
Because the Reds got postponed yesterday, and I don't think they play at all today, do they?
They were supposed to play today, and they got postponed.
Oh, they got postponed today too, also.
Yep.
Because they got postponed yesterday
against the Cubs, right?
So yesterday they got postponed.
Yeah, it's supposed to be against the Cubs.
Yep.
And then they're supposed to play in Philadelphia today,
and that got postponed.
And that got postponed. Okay. They postponed it last night.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They I don't know. It's probably about. Well, it was after I took you to work. I heard something about because they'd already postponed it.
Because the Reds and the Cubs is going to be made up in September and a day-night doubleheader.
I think today's games are going. If I remember right, maybe tomorrow.
Probably be some kind of doubleheader.
I think it's tomorrow.
Might be a day-night.
I think that's maybe it's 4-7 or 5-1 or something. They're making them up, something like that. But yeah, they're supposed to play the Phillies today. It's going to be the Phillies home opener. But yeah, it was like 5 games today got postponed. Reds. I think the Yankees. I think the Astros even got postponed today. One said Tankathon is on. Yeah, they're making up today's game tomorrow. That's what I thought. I thought it was tomorrow. but I wasn't 100% sure. But I thought I'd seen that was four. It was going to be on 4-7. So yeah, so the Reds ended up getting 2 days in a row off. Because I was looking for the game yesterday, and like I knew they played the Cubs, played the Cubs today, and I saw it got postponed. But then they announced last night about today's game. They showed that field; it was flooded. They got a bunch of rain in Philadelphia. Right now, you have the Red Sox up 6-3 over the Tigers. Or actually, that game just ended, so that's final. Red Sox over the Tigers. The Blue Jays are up 5-0 over the Royals in the top of the 7th, and the San Francisco Giants are up 8-3 over the Chicago White Sox in the 5th inning. And then, well, I guess there's 4 games still to start. So you have the Washington Nationals out the Colorado Rockies. Rockies are minus 166 on the money line. Nationals are plus 140 underdogs.
Oh, Glenn, getting off Frank.
Frankie's yep, they definitely did lose. That was a big that was a big game for them last night as well.
Yeah, it was a big game.
Hey, how's it going, Mike? He said, "Pops, you sleepy?"
I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get ready to go take a nap as soon as I get off the show.
That night shift will get you sometimes. I remember.
Well, I didn't get much sleep yesterday because I was waiting to do a show, and
it didn't happen.
So I didn't get my nap yesterday. So I'm a little cranky. And the last 2 days at work have been rough.
And over under is 11 for Nationals Rockies. You have Gray on the mound for the Nationals, Freeland on the mound for the Rockies. I like the Rockies at home. Rockies usually play pretty good at home, and they're terrible on the road. Over the last couple seasons, that's how they've been. But I like the Rockies with Freeland on the mound. Padres and Braves is the another game tonight. That starts at 7:21. Nationals and Rockies start at 4:20 at 4:11. My bad. Padres and Braves 7:20 tonight. The Braves are 1.5 run favorites, minus 158 on the money line. Padres are plus 134 on the money line. Over under is at 8.5. I like the Braves in this game with Strider on the mound, and the Braves being at home playing against the Padres. They have Snell on the mound. I mean, Snell can be good when he's on, but I'm gonna go with the Braves and Strider on the money line at the minus 158. Then you have the Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Dodgers are 1.5 run favorites. They're minus 162 on the money line. The Diamondbacks are plus 136 on the money line. Over-unders at 9 runs in this game. You have May on the mound for the Dodgers against Kelly for the Diamondbacks. I like the Dodgers here at the minus 162 on the money line. And then you have the last game of the night. Or no, excuse me, I was the last game of the night. Next game, other game they have on there is tomorrow. So that's he said we had an intervention. Sorry, Pops. And then Damien, y'all think Vicky Guerrero is leaving AEW?
She contracts up in July and she is not resigning. That's according to something I read from her.
And Gonzo, you look like Snell all grown up. But for the games I like tonight in baseball, I'm gonna go with the Braves money line, the Dodgers money line.
What do you think about the start that Tampa Bay's got off to?
Yeah, they're what 6-0.
I believe so.
I think they might have been one of them that might have got postponed today. Like I said, there was quite a few games that got postponed today because of all that rain coming through.
That start surprised you at all with them?
A little, yeah. It did, especially for them. I think they're, if I remember correctly, they're one of the only undefeated teams left.
Yeah, I think they're the only one left.
Through 1 week of baseball. That's pretty crazy. They only have one undefeated team. Especially if you told me there's going to be one undefeated team in baseball after week 1, it wouldn't have been the Rays I'd have picked. But they don't ever have like the big name, really have like real big stars, big name guys, but they have a system there where they put together a pretty competitive team. It seems, I know they ain't won a lot of World Series, but they're usually in the playoffs or right around being in the playoffs. Ain't like they're like some of these other teams that never compete.
Yeah.
Hey, we're 3-2. We got a winning record.
Hey, look, I'm not. I just want, like you said,
Be competitive.
To be competitive. That's all I want. If we got a competitive team, I'll be happy. I mean, that's all I want.
We win a world. I mean, if we make it to a World Series, that'd be
great.
fucking. It'd be awesome.
That'd be bonus. But I just want to have a competitive team that we can enjoy to watch.
Yeah, we haven't had that for a while.
Quite a while. Well,
about 3 or 4 years ago we did.
We did, but then they blew it up, and it didn't make a lot of sense.
One game from making the playoffs the 1 year, and we would have been, and then we made the playoffs the year before it got put out first round, and it's like you had 2 good years, and just get rid of everybody. Which I knew they weren't going to re-sign some of them because they just Reds aren't going to spend that kind of money to re-sign them. But it's like, man, you can't let everybody go. In the Masters, round 1 of the Masters is started today. John Rahm's your leader. Right now he's plus 310 to win the Masters. Victor Hovland, Hovland's your leader by 1. Rahm is right there with him.
Read that comment. Wayne's World.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I don't know. I don't know why either, David.
Which one of us is Garf?
Hey, how's it going, John? But
okay.
You have Victor Hovland's in the lead right now in the Masters. He's through 18 at -7. You can get him at plus 1,000 to win the Masters. You can still get real good odds on him. The 2 picks I gave out yesterday was John Rahm. Right now you can get him at plus 310. Yesterday you could get him at I think it was plus 600, plus 800, and then the other one was Justin Thomas. Thomas is at -2, so he's 5 shots back right now. Rahm is in second, and Thomas, you can still get pretty good odds on Thomas. Thomas, you can get at plus 4,100 to win it all. But like Dad said a little bit ago, he didn't know hardly none of the names on the leaderboard.
Nope. But I always knew a lot of the big names, back in the day. And then even, recently, 3 or 4 years ago. But I've never been a big follower of golf. So I'm not going to lie.
I watch about all the majors. I'll watch some of the other tournaments if I'm home. If I'm home, there isn't no other sport on. But I usually watch the majors, especially the Masters, especially if Tiger's playing, because I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping to see. I'd love to see Tiger win another major. I don't know if it's Gary Player.
Yep. I remember him.
Yeah, he had the opening tee shot today.
Wonder how well he still shoots if he does play. Which I'm sure he still plays.
I'd say probably still pretty good. Just depends on what courses. Like the courses now are so much longer than they were back then, and of course these guys being older, like Jack Nicklaus getting ready to tee off on here too. These guys can't hit the ball near as far as they used to be able to. But if you get them on a course where it's not a real long distance, I'm sure they can still put up pretty good numbers. But like if you put them like on this Augusta course now, it's not the longest course, but they would probably. They'd probably shoot over par, I would say, but I don't think they would shoot like what you know what I mean. But yeah, it's not. Well, you can see they don't swing very hard anymore, really. Yeah. He swung harder than the other two, but I think he's a little younger. But I like watching the Masters. I remember watching Tiger win his last one. It'd be nice to see him win another major, but it's going to be hard for him too with not playing in tournaments. You can't not. It's hard. It's hard not just to come back and play in a major, and not have that repetition of being able to get your game. I know you can practice and stuff, but it's still not the same as being out there on the course and everything on the line. And he's at. I don't think he's going to catch it. I thought he would catch Nicklaus at 18, but I don't think he's going to now.
No, I don't think so either. There's too many injuries.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hell, you should see him walking the course now. He limps around everywhere. All right, NBA tonight. You have the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Orlando Magic. Magic are 10-point favorites, minus 460 on the money line. The Cavs are plus 360 on the money line. Over-unders at 217.5. The Cavs are 50-30 on the season, 3-2 over their last 5 games. They do lead the season series versus the Magic 3-0. The Magic are 34-45. 3-2 their last 5. They are playing, or the Cavs are setting out a lot of their guys because last couple games they can't really improve their spot or nothing. That's why the Magic are 10-point favorites. But I still don't trust taking the Magic, even with the Cavs not playing their players. I almost want to take the Cavs at the +10, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I didn't, so I'm not going to add it. Next game is the Miami Heat at the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers are 2.5-point favorites. They're -136 on the money line. The Heat are +116 on the money line. Over-unders at 219.5. The Heat are 43-37, 2-3 over their last 5 games. The 76ers are 52-27, and they're 3-2 over their last 5 games as well. The season series between these two teams tied at 1-1. The 76ers have been playing some good basketball. I like the 76ers here.
What was the over-under on that?
219.5. And earlier that was at -2. It's went to 2.5 now. So let me mark that down. And then the next game, you have the Portland Trailblazers at the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs are 4.5-point favorites, -200 on the money line. Trailblazers are +158 on the money line. Over-unders at 228. Portland is 33-46 on the season, 1-4 over their last 5 games. Spurs are 1-4 over their last 5 games as well, with a 20-59 record on the season. Portland leads the season series 3-0 against the Spurs. I like Portland here at the +4. Frankie said my Lakers suck. Man, just hope we can make the playoffs.
Surely they're going to make the play-in, ain't they?
I think they're in 7. They're in 7. So they, but I'm not sure what the record of 8, 9, 10 is. I think they're all pretty close.
Yeah, and they got. Is it Phoenix next?
Losing that game last night hurt them because they could have moved up to
about 6, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
something like that.
Yeah, at least 6. Maybe I think they even had a chance to maybe even move up to 5th. What was that, a piece of tape?
Yep.
It's better than what I thought it was. Anyway, next game, OKC Thunder at the Utah Jazz. The Thunder are 6.5-point favorites, -275. Oh, and excuse me, John Rahm's tied for first. So you got Rahm and Hovland at -7 in the Masters in the lead. Young is at -5 in third, and Schauffele and Scott are tied for fourth at -4. But the Thunder are 6.5-point favorites, -275 on the money line. The Jazz are +225 on the money line. Over-unders at 239.5. The Thunder are 38-42 on the season, 1-4 over their last 5 games. The Jazz are 36-43, 1-4 over their last 5. The Thunder lead the season series 2-1. I like the Thunder to win this game, but I don't like the 6.5 points. Oh, they're tied with the Pelicans for 7th and 8th. So yeah, that bunch is. The 3 of them 4 teams are bunched real close together.
Yeah, you got Timberwolves at 40-42, so they're right there also in the 9th position.
So, and then you have the Phoenix Suns, Denver Nuggets at the Phoenix Suns. The Suns are 10.5-point favorites, -550 on the money line. Nuggets are +410 on the money line. Over-unders at 224.5. Nuggets are 52-27 on the season. They are 2-3 over their last 5 games. The Suns are 44-35 on the season, and the Suns are on a 6-game winning streak. The Nuggets do lead the season series 2-1. Nuggets are having some guys sit out tonight. I like the Suns to win the game, but I don't like the -10.5.
Over under
224.5 on the over under. So my NBA picks for tonight, I just have 2 of them. I'm going 76ers -2.5 and the Portland Trailblazers +4.
My NBA parlay for tonight, I got Miami at Philadelphia. I'll take Philadelphia -2.5. I also have Miami at Philadelphia over the 229.5, and I got Denver at Phoenix over the 224.5.
And then again, like I said yesterday, I still would stick with it with John Rahm and Justin Thomas. I like both them to win the Masters. You can still get Thomas at like plus 1,100 odds. Rahm is plus 400 right now to win it, and he's in first. Justin Thomason's in seventh. I picked both those yesterday before the tournament started, but I definitely stick with those. Definitely stick with them too. They both had good days today. Victor Hovland had a hell of a day today too. I saw a lot of his round with Tiger on ESPN Plus earlier. So, did you have anything else?
Yeah, I got NHL parlay for tonight. I got Carolina money line win at Nashville. I've got Ottawa at Florida. I'll take Florida money line win, and I got Toronto at Boston. I'll take Boston money line win.
Billy says he has a 14 parlay, $20. Magic minus 10, Portland plus 4.5, OKC minus 7, and Philly minus 2.5. Okay, that and two of my picks are on there. I like Portland, and also like the Philly.
I hadn't heard anything about Tyree Kilgore.
Yeah, I guess we talked about a little bit on the afternoon show earlier. Talking about that he's not going to sign another contract after this contract. He's going to be he's done with football.
So it'll be after this season?
I don't know if it's after this season. I don't know if this is last season of his contract. I don't know what his contract was when he signed with the Dolphins last year.
Surely it was more than 2 years.
But if he, but he's only 29. But I think he's going to, like we were talking. I think he's going to go do some track stuff because he's talked about that before, and he's made a lot of money. I think you're going to start. I think it's something you're going to start seeing in the NFL more, is because these guys are making so much money, and with all the health risks and stuff, injury risks. I think you're going to see some of these guys. Well, you've already seen some guys do them. I think you're going to see more and more guys do it just because they've made enough money that they're good for life, and they can, if they're smart with it, they can be good for life. Yeah. And then and you don't have to worry. You can enjoy the rest of your life, not have to worry about being all beat up from playing football for so many years. I think you'll still have some players that just love the game so much they're going to keep playing and playing and playing. But I do think, especially some of this younger generation, you're going to see them more of get in there, get a big contract, play it out, maybe play 2 contracts, your rookie contract, and sign a big deal, and then get out. I think you're going to start seeing a little bit more of that. Billy says that parlay pays out $270 on $20. That's pretty good.
I was going to ask you a question, not necessarily with sports, but it is something we do cover with pro wrestling. What you thinking about that announcement? AEW last night going to do Wembley Stadium.
That's a pretty big announcement. I know I saw some people like when they announced it was like, well, we all knew you were going to London and it was going to be a pay-per-view, so they acted like it wasn't that big of an announcement.
I hadn't heard that, so I mean, and I know they do well ratings wise in the UK.
It was actually In Your House was one of the people that had posted something about that.
I didn't know.
Like, well, we knew it was going to be in London. I don't know if I hadn't heard it announced. I didn't know if it was announced at Wembley either.
Yeah.
To me, that's a pretty big announcement. I'm going to be interested to see how what kind of draw what kind of tickets they can sell.
I think they'll do well. I think.
Big sporting events like that do good in England. I mean, look at the boxing; they had 100,000 people in there.
Yeah, yep, and overseas like that.
And look how good WWE does when it goes overseas.
I think they'll do well with it. I think it's a step in the right direction.
Oh yeah,
but I'm not feeling their Jungle Boy going for the title or Guevara going for the title.
I ain't gonna lie, I did like MGF's promo last night.
A lot of people didn't like it. I thought the promo, or what he said to
Jungle Boy was funny as hell.
Yeah, it was great. That was fantastic, and him coming out singing.
People didn't like him coming out singing.
No.
I thought it was something different, and I liked it because he looked like he was all in on it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was just going through the motions. He was out.
And hey, he's showing his versatility. Yeah. Whether he stays with AEW or he goes to WWE, he's showing his versatility, what he can do. And he's a smart man. I mean, his plan may be to stay at AEW, never leave WWE, but I guarantee you AEW's going to pay. Because I guarantee WWE will be interested. I'd be shocked if they're not.
Especially if Triple H is still
Oh yeah.
running creative. I think he'd make MJF a star.
I do too.
I know some people they won't go over there and be watered down because won't be able to say this or that. MJF's good enough on the mic; he'd be fine.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. Look at Roddy Piper, and I know it was a different time, but they didn't cuss. They didn't use.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying Roddy Piper didn't say some crazy things and do some crazy things. He did, and things he couldn't do now.
They said some stuff that was worse than the
cuss words. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, I remember some of the stuff. Remember that time he cut that midget's hair, and I'm not even going to repeat some of the things he said to him.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that yet, Damien, but it don't surprise me. They don't. I mean, those probably fans are going to chant stuff. I mean, hey, people can love or hate the dude. The dude that turned $1 million investment to over $9 billion. And I mean, he's the reason WWE's where it's at. Yes, Triple H has been doing a great job running creative. I like the direction Triple H is taking it. But
they're not dead.
They're not going to be dead.
They had a very good WrestleMania with Vince McMahon last year, still in charge. They'll still do very well. Will the product be near as good? In my opinion, no. I don't think the product will be as good. I think the product's a lot better with Triple H. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I mean, I know that they chanted. Well, they took over. The Bump did a live chat thing and had an interview. I can't remember who the interview was. I think it was with Gunther. Well, the people on the chat took over. Fire Vince. Everybody, Vince fired, and then I guess they had an NXT chant, which I'm sure they'll. And it's like he said, they're going to take over. They're not going to take over because they'll bleep it out. They'll take it out, and people. I mean, the crowd will hear it, but it won't be heard on TV. So,
Billy, we can see if we can make that happen. Set up a wrestling match between Frankie the Yankee and the sheep herder Billy Buzz.
Only if we can add Damien into it through a three-way. And we got another pro wrestler, Jay. A lot of people don't know Jay. We've seen Jay wrestle before as
Chuckles
the Clown.
I showed a little bit of that. I showed that video, a little bit of that video one night on Unscripted.
Did you? Yeah.
Showed Frank so I could show Frankie and Logan. They were cracking up. Before I played the video, Logan had looked Chuckles up online. He goes, "That does look like Jay.
It does look a little bit like Jay."
Oh yeah, they Frankie loved it as well.
Looks like Jay on about 3 or 4 glasses of Crown. Or whatever he drinks.
I have to take 3 or 4. Probably just one of the Astros cup.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot about the big old Astro cup.
I'm sure he mixes it with something. He drink a crowd.
How many shots is that in that Astro cup?
He probably puts a couple in there.
I'd say more than a couple of shots.
I don't know if he's a lightweight or not.
I don't know when it comes to drinking. I don't think he's lightweight.
Oh yeah, but no. We also got well, she's not from Indiana, but from this area, from Louisville. But she's only 17 years. We're getting maybe 18. Billy Stark's going to be wrestling a big match against
live.
Yeah, against what's it, Conti?
No.
What's her name?
The champ, the TNT champion. Of course, Cargill. Jade Cargill. She's going to wrestle Cargill live on be on TNT Friday night. I believe it's going to be on that Battle of the Belts. I think it'll be on like right after Rampage, so probably on about 11 o'clock.
But I'm telling you, this girl, she's 17, maybe getting ready, or maybe just turned 18, but she's real good.
I think she is 18 now.
Real good, and she hasn't signed with. Only reason she hasn't signed with basically AEW or WWE is because she was waiting to finish high school.
I think she's definitely going to sign with AEW because she loves to go to Japan and do other things, and that will be more of an option for her. I really wish she would go with NXT. I think NXT does great with their women's over there in NXT as far as getting them to the next level. Now WWE is struggling with their mid card with the women. Now their main event people are pretty good. I mean, You look at Flair and Rhea; they had one of the best women's matches ever, in my opinion. And I thought the Asuka match was pretty decent too. But I mean, NXT's women division is, as far as opportunity, you get on TV a lot and you get a lot of reps and you get a lot of training. So I wish she would go there, but I think her preference is going to be AEW, and I hope they use her right. If I was AEW, I think she's so good, I'd shock the world tonight on Battle of the Belts and get people talking and have her upset in Cargill. I know they're not going to do it, but I think it would be huge. I think if you want to get people watching, that kind of thing would do it.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. And she's legit too.
Oh, yes, she is.
Right. You have anything else?
No, not really.
My picks for tonight: Braves money line, Dodgers money line, 76ers minus 2.5, Portland +4. And also like in the Masters, I'm sticking with the same ones they gave out yesterday. I like Rahm and Thomas. I'd even throw Hovland in there if you want to just put a little bit of money on somebody. You can still get him at +1,000, and he's in the co-lead right now. But I picked Rahm and Thomas before the tournament ever started. I picked those yesterday.
I agree with you how they're using the women. I don't think their division sucks. I agree. I agree. I think there's enough women in both AEW and WWE, but I don't think they're using them right.
Yeah.
But still, you still had two really good women's matches at WWE. So when they have to, they do it. But they need to do a better job. That's one thing I think Triple H has not done a good job of. Maybe a little bit better events, but the women's division is not where it needs to be. I would agree with that. And AEW, they've struggled with their women's division from day one, in my opinion.
All right. We appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button on YouTube at GonzoSportsRoom. We'd greatly appreciate it. Also, like and follow on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. That's where I post all the information about our shows and any upcoming events. Don't forget, this Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be live on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter with DCCW Invasion 4, featuring Olympic gold medalist and WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, and also Buff Bagwell as well. So, and then all the DCCW superstars. Brody Botkins, who was on with us yesterday for an interview, he'll be on that card Saturday night. So if you checked out that interview last night and would like to see Brody in action, he'll be wrestling Saturday night on that card. Should be like I said, it should be a great card. And then on Sunday we'll be doing Summit Pro Easter Sunday show. Big match between Del Patricks and Joanne Thomas. I'm looking for. Also, Hillbilly Jed and Jeremy Hadley is real intriguing to me as well. Yeah. And of course, you got Alice Crowley, who's we always enjoy watching. So it's going to be and the tag team gauntlet. I mean, it's going to be a good card.
We're going to crown tag team champions.
Yeah, first time. Summit Pro tag team champions will be crowned. So that's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So after you get out of church from Easter, doing your Easter stuff, you have some free time, want to watch some pro wrestling, come join us. We'll be back tomorrow right around 3:30 with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Hope everybody has a great Thursday, and we will see you guys tomorrow.